Will you marry me? Will you? Is it yes?
Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Including all the spin-offs like 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, and 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, all these 90 Day Fiancé franchises are actually filled with drama and awkward situations, especially and usually during the proposals of the couples. Today, we'll be looking at some of the most awkward proposals we witnessed on 90 Day Fiancé. So let's roll without wasting any further time. Corey and Evelyn. From the beginning of their episode, 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way stars Corey and Evelyn had a rocky relationship. Corey even found out about Evelyn's secret past romances through a friend, and by moving to Evelyn's hometown in Ecuador made Corey to fall in a culture shock. So due to that, their relationship became strained quite early. But when Corey asked Evelyn to marry him, things really went off the table. Actually, after enjoying the hot air balloon, Corey popped the question, but it was clear by Evelyn's face she didn't seem happy with the proposal. She went like, "Are you seriously doing this?" To which he replied, "I had to at least try, because this is what I truly want to do." Yeah, obviously that probably wasn't the reaction Corey was expecting, but yeah, finally Evelyn said yes, but later she explained to the cameras that just because I say yes to the engagement doesn't mean I'm completely ready to say yes to a wedding right away. Holy Christ, she's savage.
Are you seriously doing this?
I had to at least try, because this is truly what I want to do.
Steven and Olga. Both of them met when Olga came to the United States to visit from Russia. Well, their fling soon turned into something much more, especially when Olga found out that she was pregnant. When she broke the news soon after, Steven visited Olga in Russia. By the way, this 90 Day Fiancé couple from Season 6 had endured quite many tense moments, which also includes Steven criticizing Olga for not showing her excitement after seeing him in the weeks after giving birth. Not just that, they also had an argument over Steven potentially spreading germs to the baby. In fact, just after one such tense moment, Steven nowhere decided to propose on one of Steven's last days in Russia. Actually, before proposing to Olga, he finally admitted in front of her that he didn't apply for her visa when he said he would. He even claimed that Olga would have been able to live with him a month earlier in the US if he'd applied when he was supposed to. Despite the fact that it was already a weird moment, Steven managed to make it even weirder, especially when he abruptly took out a ring and proposed to Olga. I mean, wow, what a moment! It seemed like Steven only wanted to distract Olga from the fact that he lied because the proposal was pretty simple.
Will you marry me? Will you? Is it yes?
Devin and Jihoon. When Devin and Jihoon first appeared in Season 1 of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, both seemed head over heels in love. Well, related to all the things such as Devin's pregnancy and concerns about Jihoon's conservative parents, and despite drama surrounding Devin's older child, Drusilla, they both appeared genuinely happy. Therefore, there was only one thing left for Jihoon to do, and that was to propose to Devin as she was making plans to move to South Korea to be with him. You know what he did? He came up with a brilliant idea to propose. He put the ring in a glass of ginger ale for a pregnant Devin. Wow, slow claps for him. I guess his execution of the event left room for improvement. In fact, during the proposal moment, Jihoon chugged the ginger ale because Devin couldn't get her new ring out of the glass. Not just that, they knocked over other glasses in the process. By the way, Devin said yes to Jihoon and it ended up being a sweet moment, though it was still pretty awkward. But unfortunately, things wouldn't work out for the pair. Darcy and Jesse. This couple may have had one of the most dramatic relationships in the history of 90 Day Fiancé. This couple filled the seasons 1 and 2 of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days with lots of arguments and plenty of drama with their dramatic fight over how to cut a steak, an argument about throwing shoes, and a memorable disagreement during which Jesse suggested that Darcy drank too much. Even though Jesse did sort of propose, the two never got engaged. Maybe it's probably a good thing. Not just that, Jesse took Darcy inside a beautiful Dutch windmill at the very end of Season 1. You're incredible and you've shown vulnerability, so baby, I got a little surprise for you. Then he got down on one knee, and this could have been a perfect proposal, but the Dutch hunk didn't end up asking Darcy to marry him. Instead, he gave her a promise ring. Later, after the two broke up, that same ring sparked drama on social media when rumors spread that Darcy was selling it, even though she denied him. it was an awkward semi-proposal and an awkward breakup. Tim and Jennifer. Both Tim and Jennifer appeared in 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. Jennifer was actually a beautiful Colombian model. Tim, on the other hand, was a fashion stylist who struggled to impress her. But as Tim was into grooming habits, Jennifer, unfortunately, wasn't too happy with him. She even said once in front of camera that he might be gay, I don't know. She was even seen severely disappointed with the promise ring Tim gave her so he could make her feel happy and special. At the very first moment, when Tim gave Jennifer that promise ring, she seemed quite happy, but when she got to know from where he got it, her excitement and mood changed. He actually told her that he got the ring for his ex, Veronica, and lately she gave it back to him, but it was obvious that Jennifer was not pleased with this gesture of his, and she said that, "You're giving me a ring of your ex?" Sasha and Emily. We all know that there are so many amazing places to propose to your boyfriend or girlfriend, as you can propose to your loved ones on the beach or at a fancy restaurant. In fact, you can propose to your love of your life at home, and it could be romantic. But the way Sasha proposed to Emily was totally unconventional, as he proposed to him in an elevator. Emily, an English teacher, met Sasha, a personal trainer beau, when she moved to Russia for her teaching job. Emily and Sasha hit it off right away despite the language barrier they have between the two. She shared with the camera crew that one day we had gotten takeout for dinner. We were in the elevator and he just looked at me and said, "Emily, I want you to be my wife." Well, I could add that nothing says romance quite like small confined spaces and carrying heavy takeout bags back to your apartment, right? By the way, there's a fact that he didn't ask her straight to marry him. Actually, he stated a fact which made his moment even less romantic. Awkward. Mersal and Anna. As we know, the 90 Day Fiancé couples live in different countries, in fact, often on the other side of the world. So it's definitely no wonder that many of these couples either met online or stayed in contact with the help of the internet. Such was the case with the couple from Season 7, Mersal and Anna, who was also met online. Anna shared in their episode that before they fell in love, Mersal was the one who added her as a friend on Facebook. While meeting online is totally common, even the best online daters admitted that proposing for a marriage should be done in person, face to face. But Mersal didn't follow the benchmark. By the way, this couple literally seemed to have a lot in common, and by the end of the season, they did end up getting married. But it was an unforgettably awkward way to propose. Paul and Karine. In Season 1 of 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, Paul and Karine had an awkward courtship, actually mostly because they didn't speak the same language, and therefore, if they had to talk to each other, they were often seen communicating through taking help from their phone's translation apps. Not just that, there were other issues between them, which involved Paul not trusting Karine. But in the end, they finally decided to be together. So for that, Paul proposed to Karine on the beach. Isn't it so lovely of him? But still, there was another problem. Actually, the proposal was super awkward as he laid out a large chain in the shape of a heart and spelled out, "Karine, will you marry me?" in English, in the sand. Yes, in English. I mean, what a dumb person Paul is, because Karine couldn't read English. So to deal with this awkward situation, she had to look up the translation online, which took a long time. In fact, Karine didn't respond right away when the translation was finished, and first she said no. Apparently, this sort of a rejection was just a joke, as she soon said yes, but to salvage this sort of strange proposal, her acceptance wasn't enough. Ricky and Zemina. This couple from 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 2, had a strange start to their relationship, as they didn't start out together, because Ricky was supposed to see a woman named Melissa when he first traveled to Colombia. But then Ricky reached out to another woman he'd been chatting with online, Zemina, and because things didn't work out with Melissa. It was because Ricky and Zemina seemed like a much better match than Ricky and Melissa. By the way, even during Ricky and Zemina's proposal moment, the ghost of his ex seemed to follow the couple around. In fact, Ricky also proposed to Zemina with the ring he actually bought from Melissa in the first place. While proposing to Zemina, he said, "You, for me, are a marvelous person." Not just the ring, even Ricky also brought up his ex during the proposal and said, "There was a reason why I said about Melissa, because if I have a life with you, I have to tell you everything, right?" Then he eventually did ask Zemina to marry him, and I want to ask you, do you want to be my wife? It was an awkward start to an engagement, but it apparently worked for Zemina since she said yes. Unfortunately, their relationship wasn't meant to last, though. That's all, guys, for today with the most awkward proposals we've witnessed on 90 Day Fiancé. Thanks for watching the video.